It's just a brief update on Walking in Your Truth 103. Walking in Your Truth 103 is pretty much, it's only one truth, and that's God's truth. And in the beginning and all the way to the end, in every book that you open in the Bible or the Apocrypha or the book of Jasher and all those other books, and the Torah, which is the Holy Bible, it's only one truth, and that's God's truth. And anybody tell you anything different, they lying. Second of all, I want to say is, in your truth, God will reveal you to you. He will reveal you to others, and He will reveal Himself to you. So at any moment when you think you justifying, or you getting over, or you think you going against the grain for one or other, if you go to against the grain for one or other with man, what do you think you'll do with God? And again, I said it before, and not at least not to say it now, that God never turned His back on us. We turned our back on Him. And when man get out of their worldly thoughts and trying to make a scene for everybody else, even though you could bring the word, but if you living in the mess, then there's no word. That means there's no truth. You can speak the truth, and at the same time, if you not walking that truth, if you not walking what the word direct said, and you got animosity amongst others, then there ain't no truth there. God ain't that. Another thing I want to touch bases on, why people say or ask me why I don't go live anymore on JT page. Well, JT my brother, and I love him and I always will, and this ain't about JT. When people move in a different direction, sometimes the direction don't mean you go with them. The direction don't mean you do what they do. You don't walk on the same level of understanding with them. You don't walk on the same level of godliness as everybody else. You don't walk on the same level of truth as everybody else. And again, this ain't about JT. It's not about a loyalty to JT or Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's about loyalty to what I see. You know what I'm saying? And if I involve myself in something that's beyond what my brother teach, now he teach the word, but the vibe doesn't come from him. The word, the spirit moves me to stay off his platform, because it's a lot of fake peoples on his platform. It's a lot of people that come to the platform just to be seen. It's a lot of people come to his platform just to say they need, or just to say just to get a point across, just so they can get noticed, and not the Holy Spirit. See, when you get on a platform, God is supposed to have all the glory. I don't give a damn what you going through. God is gonna always get the glory, whether you give it to him or not. So I don't say that. I say that to say this: he's still my brother. I'm just not gonna walk. I'm just not gonna go on his platform as far as being live. I'm gonna go on his platform because he's a great teacher. I'm gonna go on his platform because I listen to what he say. I genuinely value his opinion, and I don't think he would lead me astray by no means necessary. I just don't. The vibes that I get from the people that he allowed to come on his platform, and I know and I see that they're not real. There's a lot of people coming on there to be messy. How you gonna say you don't like somebody you don't know? How you gonna say you this and you that, and you ain't never met these people other than the platform? And just because you don't like what a person say, don't give you the right to say you hate, or don't give you the right to say you don't like. Just don't give you a right to say you can keep up bullshit here and there and think God is going to be in the midst of that. God is not going to be in the midst of a gathering. Who does not? When I came and told y'all about the fellowship with each other, fellowship means you meet and greet your brothers and sisters in love, in God, in spirit. You mean to tell me that you could take on and talk to your brothers and they will take what you say the wrong way? Not out of love, but the wrong way. You can, just because you say and give people advice and people talk about they want to do this and they want to do that, well, I'm a doer. I'm not a talker. I'm gonna always, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it because I'm a doer. I'm not a sayer. I don't believe in that. So if you tell me you about building a congregation, or you about building a building, then I'm gonna come to that. We're gonna talk about business. We're not talking about oh, you coming over here, I don't think I'm ready for that, or this and that and the other. Let's take it out of content. Everything ain't about you. Everything ain't about me. But all things are about God. And if you don't see it that way, then you're not living for God. And if you don't see it that way, you're not walking the way God would want you to walk. And you're going to always be complacent. You're going to always be insecure. You're going to always have issues that you can't be delivered from, because guess what? Your truth ain't God's truth. And until your truth becomes God's truth, then you can walk in the spirit of discernment. Then you can say, hey, yeah, this is too much. And you can say, yes, this and that and the other. So with that being said, if it ain't about God, then it ain't about you. Then if it ain't about God, then it ain't about me. If it ain't about God, then it ain't about nothing, because he created all from the beginning to the end. And till his time come to reign again, it still ain't about you. It's about God getting all the glory. And have a blessed day.